Hey everybody, my name is Google Draven, and this is a series that I call Thinking Out Loud, and whew boy, I do my best work when I have a deadline, and I don't. I don't have a deadline. I guess I kind of almost have a deadline, and that I'm recording 3 of these today. But this is the third one, and I'm recording it first because of the content. But this is going to be coming at the third, and it's January 6th, and it's not coming out until the 25th. So in a lot of ways, I don't have a deadline. This could wait for 3 weeks almost. But. But it can't wait for 3 weeks because I need to talk about it first. Because that's the problem I have. I have a lot of things that I start and I don't finish. Like a long time ago, a couple of years ago, I started playing The Sims. Played 4 episodes, recorded a total of about an hour and 15 minutes, and that's it. I started Portal 2, and I'll finish it. I'm going to finish it on my computer. That's interesting. I'm going to finish it on my computer instead of the PS3, which is where I started the first, I think, 7 episodes. There's a lot of things, and it's because I don't have a deadline, I think. But the problem is when I do have a deadline, I kind of panic and I freak out and I miss that deadline a lot. Like, I want to say January 2013 or 2014, I was supposed to... was it? I don't remember anymore, but either a year ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say January 2014 is the one. I had planned on having an episode every day, Monday through Friday, once a week, 5 series, and I had planned out roughly how long those were going to be, and then what would take over after that. I finished one of those series, maybe 2, I don't remember. I'm sure I've got it on here somewhere. Actually, I can look that up in the background while I'm explaining this. And what happened was I had... Oh, you don't say. Well, that's interesting. Okay, here we go. Shut up. I see what the problem was. This is the problem when you change your spreadsheet viewer. And yeah, it was January 2014. I was going to be running... Oh no, it looks like I only did... I hadn't even... Yeah, the idea was that I was going to be doing a ROM hack on Monday, Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap on Tuesday, Donkey Kong 64 on Wednesday, Super Mario RPG on Thursday, and then Friday Minecraft, obviously. Because that's what I used to do. I recorded 3 episodes of the Pokemon Liquid Crystal ROM hack that I was running. I recorded 2 of the Minish Cap. Didn't record any official videos for Donkey Kong 64. I think I ended up, because I had originally done 8 in the original series, and they were broken as hell, and I thought I'd fix the problem. And now I actually have the problem fixed, in that I'm... Like, I'll show you, because it's literally right at hand here. If I can get it. So I've got the problem fixed. Pardon my face going out of screen for right now. It's in there. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where the hell did it go? This is the problem. I'm looking blindly through a bag that I cannot see that is 2.5 feet below me. There it is. So I've got the problem with Donkey Kong 64 solved in that I'm going to be playing it. But I haven't done that yet. I'm waiting. Might try to do something with it maybe next week, I don't know. But, I recorded a preview of that and I never released anything else. And then Super Mario RPG... Super Mario RPG, I 2 videos. Obviously, the full thing of Minecraft was 33 videos. The full series that I did. And I've done a couple of specials since then, but they were supposed to be Fridays, and I suppose, here, let's give it a joke, huh? I suppose if I'd actually been continuing it, if I'd actually continued it, I would be on episode... Well, let's see. Episode number 135 would have come out on Friday. But for you guys, 137 would have come out on Friday because that's how this release schedule is going to work. I've actually been releasing things on a schedule for something. I've got a lot of things here. The first 3 parts of the This Frozen Wasteland series were actually part of that original. They ran concurrently with the first 3 weeks. And they actually ran, which is different. Also, so did Guerrilla War. Because those ran on Wednesdays, and there were only 2 of them because, we were able to pre-record the entire game. Like, I played all of... I set up all of my series here, but all of them included like I was gonna do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Radical Rescue, the Game Boy game, 2 episodes. I was gonna do KOTOR, 2 episodes. I'm gonna do KOTOR eventually. It's just gonna be in a different format because I was technical difficulties. I did 10 episodes of the original Legend of Zelda, and then I quit. Did it with Zach and Jason, where we played, I think, 2 episodes of the original, but we did that before we figured out there was a problem with the recording the NES, so it didn't work. I did 7 episodes of Rogue Legacy, and then I quit. It's like there are so many different things that I haven't finished. Like, I just haven't finished them at all, and the fact that this will have run for 6 episodes when this comes out on the 25th is astonishing. And so that's why at 9 minutes I'm finally revealing what this is about, and that this is about the future. This one's going to be a bit longer of an episode, I think, because I've got a lot to say on it. Well, it's funny, this is going to come out the 25th. I start class again on the 18th. That's the beginning of my semester. It's going to run till May. And I was hoping to, if I follow the original record thing, then the final two episodes of this season, I was going to run a season of 10, the final 2 episodes of this season are going to be recorded the day before I go back to class. So I just record them, I have them rendered, and then I upload them at the library. I upload them whenever I'm out of class, and they go up, and that would run until about the 22nd. And then I was going to pick up recording again in April, but I might just continue recording, because I'm recording on Sundays. Usually it's a Wednesday evening. It's different. for me to record today, but I've got this idea in my head and I need to get it out. That's what the entire point of this series is. I have a thought in my head and I need it to stop being in my head and start being on a screen. Originally, I was going to be doing this as going to be the third part of the Green Lantern series that you will have watched. Maybe. But I realized that 3 parts of Green Lantern was a bit too much. Especially given that, for all I know, like at this point, like I said, I'm recording this first. I may change my mind in the next hour and not record 2 parts of Green Lantern. I may just record 1 and talk about everything all in one video. I don't know yet. If that is, then there will be something else either on the 11th or the 18th. I don't know yet. But, so this is about the future. I have a problem with deadlines when it comes to stuff like when it comes to things like homework. I'm getting exacting compensation in the form of grades. I do my homework and I get A's, and I get a good GPA, and then I get to, use my degree. That's the compensation. It's eventual for money. When it comes to YouTube videos, and I'm sorry, and the same with work. When it comes to work, I have a deadline. You have to do this thing at this point by this time because you're only going to be here for this many hours. And so you got to do your job. That's what we're here for. And in that case, I get paid for it. So there's direct compensation. I don't have a problem with deadlines when it comes to compensation. I do my best work when I'm under a deadline. And that's been a problem before, but whatever. And then there's and then there's the YouTube stuff, and that's the problem because I don't have a deadline. I don't have an actual deadline. I have a self-imposed deadline of January 25th, 2016. It's self-imposed. It's not actual. It doesn't really matter. But I want to hit those deadlines, but the problem comes where I have a deadline here. I was supposed to record this on the 4th. And to be honest, this episode should have been recorded on the 4th. What's going to be coming out on the 11th should have been recorded on the 28th. Or no. Technically, it should have been recorded on the 27th. See, what I'm trying to do is I was trying to record these every Sunday. The original thing was for the first 2 episodes to be recorded on the 21st of December, to be posted the 23rd, which was what I did, and then the 28th to start off the thing. Or no, I'm sorry, they were supposed to be recorded the 20th, because they were supposed to be posted the 21st and the 28th. But I missed the deadline on the 21st, so whatever. 28th was when it was supposed to. It was when the second episode aired. The 3rd and the 4th were supposed to be recorded the 27th. I missed the recording deadline by 1 day and was only able to record 1 video, and so I had to push the one back the next week, which should have been on the 3rd. And it's now the 6th. And I'm just now recording, and that's a problem. It's a problem that I need to work out. This is going to be a long one because this may end up being a mid-season finale, kind of, because things are going to be changing. I have a new idea, one that has been in my head for years. And events and, talking to Zach and stuff, basically, why not now? Why wait? Okay. So here's the idea. Here's the future. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing video games for a while because my living situation doesn't allow me to record with the guys. I'm in class 4 days a week this semester. The 5th day I'm either at work or not, and if I'm not at work, maybe I can do something, and it's not a guarantee that I'll be at work, but even if I'm not at work, that's 1 day a week, and I have 4 classes, maybe 5. I have a lot of homework that I have to do. And, one day a week I spend with Zach and Jason, but Zach lives way out in the sticks to the point where, neither Jason nor I have a car. If we had a car, I could grab him or he could grab me and we could run up to Zach's place and just record there. But because of the situation, Zach comes in and he drives. But Jason's living situation changed a couple months ago, and he's now in a place where he can't record with a group. And he doesn't do any recording on his own. I'm the one who does. So it's basically just, I'm not going to be doing any group stuff for a while. And I've got my stuff that I'm doing, but I don't feel like I have a lot of time to do it in, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of it in the coming months. That said, I have a new idea, one that requires me to basically give up my Sundays. And it's going to be starting on the 10th, in 4 days. And I would say that I'll just, wait and I'll talk about it when I talk about it, but I don't know, because I have 2 YouTube channels. This one is going to be on my main Cougar Driven channel, and I have the other Cougar Driven Presents channel, which I've been keeping for philosophy and politics things. And I don't know if if the new thing is going to be on my main channel or on my alternate channel, because during the semester I'm not going to have a lot of time on my hands to do a lot of recording of video games and stuff. And this would only be, but the other thing is, this is going to be 5 days a week, this thing, because, okay, here we go. I was thinking about waiting and just saying I'll talk about it when I talk about it, but it's going to run, if plans go the same way they should, then the first episode is going to run concurrently with this. It just hasn't been recorded yet because I don't have the resources to record it at this time. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be watching Star Trek. The whole thing. The whole franchise. And, I'm going to be starting with Star Trek, the original series. And then I'm going to do the original series movies, and then the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, the modern series movies, Enterprise, and then the reboot movies. I'm considering holding off on the reboot movies for a while, mostly because I've taken a look at this, and the intended thing is this video should go concurrently with the first episode, with the pilot of the original series, The Cage. And, the reason that I'm glad that this is going to be going up in 3 weeks is because there's a chance it won't. Because the intended purpose of it is to record 15 minutes or so on the episode of Star Trek and the philosophical implications and what it means. And maybe it won't work. Maybe I'll watch The Cage and be like, wow, this is fucking terrible. I cannot do anything with this. In which case, I might put it off for a while anyway. And this gives me that chance to not do it. So, if it runs, then it means that I'm also putting up The Cage. I don't know whether I'm going to do it on my main channel or on Cougar Driven Presents. I may do it on my main channel because I think that Cougar Driven Presents doesn't actually have the 15-minute limit removed yet because I don't use it that often. I'm not sure. What I do know is that I'm going to be doing 5 episodes a week. I'm going to be recording 5 episodes a week, which basically means giving up my Sundays, because it's going to be recording watching an episode, then recording a 15-minute video on it, then watching another episode, rinse and repeat 5 times, load it all up into my video editor from my camera here, load the whole thing up in my video editor, and edit. And I don't know if, part of me wants to wait until I have the knowledge and capability, because I'm improving, but part of me wants to wait until I have the knowledge and capability to do it in, a proper post-production way. But I may just, because these are pretty raw, and part of the idea is to make it raw thoughts. So I may just kind of, if I don't have to render, if I don't have to worry about editing anything, if all I have to do is just throw it up there and I can render it overnight, then hell, I may end up doing more than just 5 episodes a week. The problem is that there are, and let me count because I have a plan, and the plan is to do an entire season, and then 1 episode of reviewing over the season. If I cut that episode out, there are 736 total episodes planned right now. If I leave them in, it's 769. And I have a nice little thing here. At 1 episode per weekday, that's 5 per week. Episode 736 would come out on November 26th, 2018. And 769, well, that'll be January 10th, 2019. So just under 3 years, just over 3 years from today. Because again, this is January 6th. But I may try to boost it to 7 episodes a week, in which case it'll probably be in the neighborhood of the beginning of 2018. It would probably run to the end of 2017, thereabouts. There's no guarantee, but if I run 1 episode per day, starting... Oh, the intended beginning air date of this is February 1st, by the way. February 1st, 2016 is the official first date. Is it weird? That's actually weird because, I might have to redo this, but the intended first date airing of this is, yeah, I have to redo that. But, either way, it just moves the whole thing 1 day up. It's not really important. It would mean that it would air either November 23rd, 2018, or January 9th, 2019. It's really not that big of a deal. But the intended first episode, which is The Man Trap, by the way, which aired originally September 15th, 1966. I have all the data right here. But the intended first airing is February 1st. Oh no, The Man Trap aired September 8th. I was reading off. So, that's... What is that? That's day 32 out of a 366-day year. So what's that? 736? Well, because 2 years is 730 days. 2 years is 730 days. Which means that if I drop the 3 movies, I'm down to 733. 732 if you consider the fact that The Cage is airing on a separate schedule. So it would be just over 2 years if I did 1 episode per day. I thought about doing 2 episodes per day, but that would require I record 2 days. And record full days each time, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm probably going to stick to the 5 episodes per week thing. But I guess the reason I brought up all of this talk of deadlines is because I don't do well with actual deadlines. I forget that they exist. I'm not motivated by a tangible reward. People don't watch my videos. They don't like them. They don't comment on them. I don't get new subscribers. And maybe I just don't sell myself as hard as I should. But the purpose of this video is to say, hey, this is a thing I want to do. But if I have to take a break in doing it because of life, then I do. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Really nothing you can do. So, I hope it works out. I hope that I can record this and be happy with it, and that people will like it. At the very least, I'm going to do the original series, which... What is that? So that's... It's episode 2... overall episode 2. Yeah, go down to, at the very least, I'm going to do the original series, which would take me, in as far as recording and editing terms, all the way to, oh, well, that's convenient, episode 90, either 96 or 99, depending on, well, actually 95 or 97, or 95 or 98, depending. And that means that this will go, at the very least, until mid-June. This is the thing that's going to happen until mid-June. That's at a best case scenario, though. I'm going to do the entire original series. That's, like I said, that's 96 episodes. 95 plus the original pilot. And I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to do it, and we'll see. We'll see when we get there. We'll see if I've gotten any traction on this at all, because if I'm going to be recording 730 episodes over the course of, God, almost 3 years. If I'm going to do that, it's going to take me 3 full years to do all this. All of 2016, all of 2017, all of 2018. If I'm going to be spending 3 years doing this, I'm going to want some kind of interest in this. And that's not me begging for interest. It's not really even relevant to me. I don't really care. But it would be damn nice. So yeah, thanks for watching this, guys. If you like it, comment the video, subscribe if you want to see more like this. Actually, if you want to see more like this, leave it in a comment. Or find me on another social media network. I'm not really that hard to find. Most of the people who come here probably came here from social networks. Tell me you want me to do this. Tell me you want me to keep it going. Because if you don't, then I don't know. And if I don't know, then where is my motivation? I'll see you guys next week. Maybe. Peace.